Hey y'all, so we are back with another video, of course. This one is going to be a tad bit longer, and we're going to have some breaks in there because your girl was looking around for stuff in this video. I was prepared, but last minute I kind of changed my mind on the design. So you'll see it's times that I will be out of the camera frame looking around my area for different products. So we are doing a stiletto in coffin set. So we're going to mix it up. You see right here. So I'm out of frame. I'm right there, but you just can't see what's going on. So my apologies. So we're doing a stiletto in coffin set. There is going to be some times that I will not be talking. You'll just be able to listen to the music and watch me work. But for right now, we are going to start by, we're tearing up those foils. So we're going to use some gold foils. Looks like I already got the clear coat on there. Yeah. All right. So, yep, I already put the clear coat on there. I did not record that. You guys can go back to my other videos to watch me do that. The way that this picture is set up, oh my God, it irritates me so bad. Like, I'm trying to get better at editing and figuring out which pictures work, but every time I look at them, it looks like the picture is so small. I'm going to figure it out. I promise you. Even if I have to pay for an app, I'll pay for this one, but I'm going to get a better one because I'm just not liking the way that the picture is set up. But I will be getting a camera next month, so we won't be dealing with these issues too much longer, so the quality could be better. I thought I was doing something by kind of pulling the camera back, but as we can see, we ain't doing nothing. It is a nice overhead view though, that I've never showed. So I will be showing application on each finger, and then I will show me coating it or capping it with clear. And we're going to do some shaping. So I'm showing you guys a lot more than I usually show. And here I am putting on my foils on that stiletto nail. Now, these tips I use, guys, they are curved coffin tips. Be careful when you're trying to do stilettos with curved tips. Make sure that you're cutting the sides. Now, that's one step that I forgot to do. So I was filing my little life away, trying to get those, that curve dent underneath. It was just irritating. But I did it. I made it happen. But future reference, if you are going to do use a curved tip or a C-curved tip to do stiletto nails, especially at this length, make sure that you cut the sides a little bit. A little bit, not a lot, guys, because you'll have it won't look right. Don't cut it a lot, just cut it a little bit. A step that I forgot to do. So we are going in with our orange color. I want to say that's Dreamsicle by Not Polish. We also are using number 6 Valentino, and we are using my crystal clear acrylic from what is that? At the tip of my tongue. Anyway, y'all see me use it all the time. Young Nails. Okay, Young Nails, the clear acrylic. Now, this clip right here, I am putting this foil on, guys, backwards. Like, I'm literally scratching off all of the design. I'm like, are you serious? So this is my second try. You know what? It happens, guys. Just, this is not a perfect thing. Just make sure that you guys are paying attention, unlike myself. So what I did was, when I put that foil transfer on there, and I actually was using the Macart foil transfer glue. After I put that design on there, I did cap it with clear before I added the acrylic on there, because if you don't do that, the monomer will peel off that design and you have to do it all over again. So keep that in mind when you're doing the foils on the regular nail tips and then coating it with an acrylic. So we're just doing like a marble with clear, a light orange and a dark orange on the thumb. Usually I leave the thumbs bare, but this time I kind of wanted to spruce it up a little bit. So we're doing some foil, and then we're going to ombre it with that Valentino number 6. And I don't know where we're going after this, but we're going. Okay, so we're capping. So that's what we're doing. We're capping. And make sure that you guys have the proper thickness for this length. Make sure that you're looking at all sides, underneath, on the side, the free edge, the apex, the cuticle. Make sure that you guys are really, really up on your application. It really bothers me to see like beginners doing using colors and designs, and no, don't do none of that. Like if you're just starting out, get clear acrylic. That way you can see all imperfections. Don't start off trying to get what everybody else is getting to try to keep up with the Jones if your application isn't good, if your shape isn't good. Like, practice, guys, before you are buying colors and wasting your money and hoping that it looks like this picture. It's not going to look like that because you haven't mastered the basics. Me myself, I'm speaking from straight experience. Like, I didn't go out and buy a whole bunch of colors. I bought some Mia Secret colors and I bought some Mia Secret clear, and we went to work every day, hours, 2 hours, practice, 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 practice. At least for, I would say, in my opinion, 1 year. I would say 1 year is proper time for you to practice, for you to know about all your sanitation, all your tools, what it's for, how to sanitize it, how long to sanitize it, what to use, what to do in different cases, in different scenarios. When you see something on somebody's nails, like, is it fungus? Is it the greenies? Is it something you did? Is it something that was previously done? It's so many things that you have to be aware of when doing nails, because it involves somebody's body, it involves somebody's skin, and bad things can happen. So just be careful. I'm not going to tell you what to do, with your time and your money. This ain't no go get no license, debate or spew. It's just me letting y'all know that doing nails and making them look pretty is about more than just making them look pretty. It's about also educating yourself on what to do and what not to do. And if you don't know, don't do it. That's the best advice I could tell you and myself. If you don't know what's going on somebody's nails, or if it don't look right, if you're not comfortable, don't do it. Don't risk yourself. It's not worth it. So yeah, that was just my little tangent, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, we're just doing more application. I decided to put that foil on the 2 stiletto nails on her opposite hand. So we mix it up a little bit. And right here, I think I'm gonna be out of frame looking for, I'm doing my foil. I think I'm gonna look for a color really quickly and be out of frame. So yeah, this right now, I'm out of frame for a while, so my apologies. But we're gonna be kicking back in right now. All right, so we are just going over the colors, doing the ombre, and I believe after that I'm going to show you guys some shaping, and I'll be back. All right, and just another quick disclaimer. A lot of people, they tend to not want stilettos because they're sharp, and I find it really hard to gather enough people to do them often. So I would say, just because they're the least picked of all nail shapes, I would practice that the most, because I feel like that's the most difficult shape for you to achieve effectively and make it look right and make it look pointed at the right point. And just practice stiletto. It's very important that you do it correctly, or else one little nick could just throw everything off, and it just won't be right, and you'll have to start over. I'm not the type of person that sees something and I see that something's wrong and I keep going. I'm not that type of person. I'll be soaking it off while we're doing the rest of your nails. So just keep that in mind. Take your time when you're doing stilettos. Look at every part of the nail, because one little too much filing on this side is going to throw off the other side. If you move that file 5 times on the right side, do it 5 times on the left side. Just keep it really even. Just keep it even. Whatever you do on one side, make sure you do it on the other side. This nail I actually capped with the clear, and I for some reason, it just seemed like it was too much at the apex area, so I ended up having to put a lot at the free edge, but it ended up working out because, of course, you know, you always can file off. You can't, I mean, you can add, but it's a hassle to add after you've shaped everything and then you see, ooh, there's a dent there, I gotta add more. So just make sure that you're looking at all angles and follow the thickness of every single nail. Try to make sure that they are well balanced from pinky to thumb. If you do that, it'll look so much better. You don't want no lumps and bumps and dents. It happens. You know, we're learning as each set goes by, but just keep that in mind when you're doing stilettos. Very important to have a balanced nail. You don't want that free edge skinny part to fall off, break off, because it definitely can. So make sure you have it at the proper thickness. So now we're getting into shaping. So as you can see, you will have to go underneath that nail. Even if it's not a C-curve tip like I used, make sure you're going underneath the nail. Underneath the nail will make or break a stiletto nail. As far as the square, making sure that you're getting on those sidewalls so that there's not a fat bulge right where the free edge of your actual natural nail is. That's a biggie. So make sure that you're filing. Don't be scared. Pull that skin back. File those side walls. Do not file into the natural nail though, but make sure that you have an even balanced nail on each nail. Okay? Keep that in mind. I'm just saying, like, I'm no teacher, but I'm learning from my experience. And there we go with the application and filing picture. So even, so beautiful, perfect, great. Practice. That's literally it. That's all it takes. Practice. Practice. If you bored, practice. Okay? You can't sleep? Practice. Okay? Trust me. Trust me. Practice makes perfect. I promise you. So here we're just putting some lines on the stilettos, and I think that's Soft Orange by D&D. So we're gonna go over those lines, I think, one more time. So it's gonna be 2 coats. And looking at the set, I had the Kawaii Charms out, but then I was like, this set kind of looks classy, and I didn't want to, you know, jumble it up with those chunky stones. So we're gonna go with chunky rhinestones instead. So that's what we ended up picking. We did not go with the Kawaii Charms, and I'm actually glad because the set came out so beautiful. So yeah, we're just lining everything, and I apologize about my ashy hand over there, but you know, we trying to make everybody else's hands look beautiful right now, so we can't worry about mine. But I got one done. I got one hand done, so you know, don't do me bad. So yes, we are just putting it on there just to see. In order for me to put that stone on, I do use my nail glue, and I only use KDS nail glue. Disclaimer with that also, be careful with that KDS nail glue, because if you get that on some cloth or something and it spills, it can cause a fire. Trust me. Do not play around with that glue. When you're done, make sure you close it up. Make sure you don't have any of these products around children. So yes, I just used the KDS glue to put those stones on, and then what I did was I took some resin gel and I put it all around it, wiped the sides, made her cure it, and 9 times out of 10 it ain't going nowhere. So I added some cuticle stones. As you can see, I believe on this hand I added them on the pinky and the pointer. So we're going in with that lovely top coat, and that is by D&D as well. And this is my favorite part, of course. I think I'm gonna say that every video. This is my favorite part. One thing I maybe could have did was put a little bit of clear underneath those 2 stiletto nails, but that's okay. They turned out beautiful anyway. I did not do the thumb yet, because I find that when I do the thumb with all the fingers, the top coat tends to slide into the cuticles. We don't want that. So we're just putting our cuticle beads on. I'm sorry, cuticle stones, just small ones. And that is like a champagne color. I just recently actually got those ones, and like some pink purplish kind of ones. I'll be using those for some Valentine's Day sets. So we are putting that top coat on. You can get underneath that stone. Make sure that it gets all of the love and gel and resin and glue that it possibly needs to stay on there because they're so beautiful. And you don't want to lose those. Yes. So we're top coating that thumb. And I just make her kind of twist her hand a little bit so it kind of, you know, gets all up in the cracks and crevices. And we're putting that cuticle oil on. Yes, oil up those cuticles. Take care of your skin, guys. She is an avid nail biter, so it took me about an hour and 10 minutes to prep her nails with the tips and all. So just be aware that it takes time when you bite your nails. So if you can, please don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Treat your hands good, guys. So here we are. I don't know what I'm doing. I think the camera dropped. And we're going to throw them nails in there. Yes. Here they go. So as always, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share my video. If you know somebody that may want to watch, I would appreciate it. Overall, just make sure that you guys are liking the video. Your girl just you know, just like it. Just like it. Thank you. Talk to y'all later.